Bhagavate Shri Arunachala Ramanaya.
सर्वतः पाणिपातं तत् सर्वतोक्षिशिरोमुखम् सर्वतः श्रुतिमल्लोके सर्वमावृत्य तिष्ठति. From Bhagavad Gita, chapter 13, possibly 13th or 14th shloka, I don't know. Very deep, with hands and mouth, hands and feet everywhere, and eyes, heads, mouth, and ears everywhere. It envelops or pervades the whole universe that you are.
For mind to understand what we are is very difficult because it creates a picture. Whatever term you use, mind cannot grasp it. What Neelakantan ji just said, mind will create an imaginary person who is enveloping everything. If you call witness, even then people think there is someone witnessing as a person. If you call awareness, people don't understand what awareness is. You call Brahman, they get more confused. Some even get confused with Brahma, one of the Indian gods. Problem is not the word what you use. Problem is you're trying to know this from your mind rather than practicing it to be that. Using pointers, using statements, using these satsang to just be. That be is beyond mind. Closest a word can take you to that is pure silence. You get that pure silence when these thoughts, which are reporting to you, finds there is no you. Forget about terms awareness or witness or Brahman or self. You just get rid of ego. What is left is that, and that is you. Even if I call that as self, it does not help you. Because self, what we know, is ego only. That self, if I call it self, if you have not recognized, experienced, then again this word is more confusing. All the words are confusing except pure silence. And you can attain pure silence when that entity to which all thoughts are reporting disappears or dissolves. Now, how this ego will dissolve if we stop giving fuel to the fire, if we stop giving importance to it. This whole world is going on because of ego. What we call as a struggle, resistance, competitiveness, achiever, failure, all this comes from ego. To go beyond it, first you need to know that this is a problem. To get rid of a problem, you should be able to identify the problem. When you identify the problem, then only you can get rid of it. Staying as ego all the time, pampering it, how can you get rid of it? So I use this term witness. But this witness is not, ego can be a witness, mind can be a witness. But I am talking about just paying attention to this being in us, which plans, which acts, which thinks, which does things, which analyzes. If you observe this entity, then you will understand its agenda and its separateness from the word, apparent separateness. And the second thing we realize is that there is something beyond this, because this you can observe. Something which you can observe cannot be you. If there is a pen in your hand, pen can't be you. Even the body, we say my hand, not I hand. And we all know about this life energy. When it leaves the body, body is dead. We are that life energy. But till life energy is in the body, we think we are body. And who makes us think that we are body? This entity, this I amness, ego. When I talk to people, so many people says, I have no ego. Even this statement proves that they are full of ego. Because these terms are all relative. Without ego, there can be no birth. Ego is the cause of birth. Mind is so complex that it cannot understand this simple truth. And so there is genesis of so many words to understand the one reality. Better not to go into the game of what is that entity. You just understand ego and allow it to disappear. Then whatever is left is you, really. I want to clarify one more thing about thoughts. Some people think when there will be no thought, then they will realize the self. Thoughts can stay and you can still know the self. If you give away your associations with these thoughts and know that you are the silence, always present, before, during, and after thoughts. Silence is our real nature. Thoughts are external to us, product of mind body complex. We all have habit of compulsive talking. When we go anywhere, meet anyone, we try to find a topic to talk. We don't know how to engage in silence. We can start this practice of engaging in silence at least with our own self. Self talk is in form of thoughts only. When we entertain these thoughts, act on them, or keep thinking, whenever you are alone or doing an act in which there is no one else, abide in your silence. Be in this pure energy of your own silence. Be a devotee of it. Love it. Respect it. Then it will unfold within you. Then your heart will open. Self will be revealed. Patience and perseverance will lead to it. With grace, it can happen instantaneously also. Go back to the source with innocence of a child where there is no ego. You will attain that. We don't have to move forward to find it. Revert, go back in your own home. You are the source. You are this pure silence. Your existence is not dependent on anything, while everything exists because of you. Who knows this truth? Only the one who wants to know it. Without any exception. Truth is hidden because of our disinterest. The moment you are interested in it, start unfolding itself, unwrapping. Your interest dies away, process stops. If your interest is there, and stays, then you realize self and you abide in this self. Whatever time left in this body, if we can use that time honestly to know the truth, we have plenty of time. But same time if we waste in ego mode, ego is the veil which is hiding the truth. If our energy goes within, and not to the ego, then truth is revealed in its full glory. Remember, it is irreversible, one off, one way path. Once you know in its entirety, all efforts drop because efforts were coming from the ego which is now dissolved in it. No trace of river, when it has disappeared in the ocean. You are that ocean. Ocean of bliss. You could know everything in this world, but if you don't know who am I, then what is the use of all knowing? And still you can't know everything in this world. Knowing self is knowing everything. This hunger for knowing is because of not knowing the self. Touch your own innocent joy. Give up your adulthood. Know the child in your heart. That supreme is that pure like a child, untainted. In spite of all coloring of the mind, that self stays untainted, purest of pure. It's not that ego which gets pure. Otherwise, it will be very hard. Knowing the self is not a game or a process of merit. That entity which was playing the game in this world as ego, when wished to know that pure self, actually leaves everything. It is not that a sage or a knower of truth is less pure or more pure. It cannot be. Yes, the story of that body can have some story of goodness or even bad deeds, but he is not identifying himself or herself with the story of the ego. Past is past. Every sage past is this devil ego, and every ego's future is this pure self. Though in reality there is no connection between the two. It is a journey from illusion to reality. Before reality in past, it was just an illusion. Stop identifying yourself with any thought, any mind activity, any strong feeling or emotion. Remember, mind body complex is one thing, it's part of this world. Word is projection of mind only. Body is projection of mind only. Mind, body, word is one parcel. Mind is more close to the word than you. It only reports about the word. It's a reporter of the word. It's reporter of the body. You are none. Shri Arunachal Ramanaya. Om Shanti Shanti.